In today's video, I'm doing a full Webull tutorial. Now, Webull with the updates is essentially almost as good as Thinkorswim and TradingView and a lot better than Robinhood. So let's go over how you use the platform. So simply press the Webull app. You have the watch list tab, you have the markets tab, you have the home tab, the community tab, and the more tab. So let's go over one of the most important tabs, I believe, which is the market tab. So if you ever heard of the term, the trend is your friend, that is what this tab provides. So you can look at the Dow, the SPY, the NASDAQ to see the overall direction of the stock markets. And it doesn't stop there. You can look at the top gainers, the top losers within the US stock market, crypto, and the global markets as well. So you can look and see from this graph, pretty much the entire world in stock market is negative, but it gives a really good visual representation of that. Now you can also see some of the Forex information such as the US dollar and other dollars as well, which are also good indicators for how economies are performing. So next we have the community tab. So under here you get people leaving comments. I always say you want to take it with a grain of salt, but they have the hottest stocks people are talking about on this list as well. And a lot of people leaving graphs of some of the stocks they believe should perform good and the reasons why, but it just allows you to learn some knowledge. But you know, with a grain of salt, people are on here promoting services. So always be wary of where you're getting the information from and their incentives, but still really good. So they also have the competitions tab for paper trading, which we'll go over because I think paper trading is essential for beginners. The top news tab with some of the top news stories, as well as the watch list tab, which only filters news regarding the stocks within your watch list. So let's go over how you create a watch list. So if you press that magnifying glass to search, you can type in the name of the company. So right now I'm typing in Tesla. So if I press that plus button, it adds to my watch list, as you can see. So from here, I can simply tap on Tesla and then I get the graph as well as other useful information, which I'll explain. So you might have a regular line graph, but if you are more advanced, you can change it to a candlestick pattern. Now this graph reminds me very much of a graph from TradingView. I can change the time frames. I like to trade on 5-minute durations on daily charts, but it doesn't stop there. You can add in indicators. So this is next level past Robinhood. Robinhood doesn't give you this ability, and they don't have just simple basic indicators. They have MACD, pivot points, RSI, some of those ones you see commonly, but also EMA, exponential moving averages, and things of that nature. So from here, I'm gonna press that expand button in the lower right corner where it has 2 arrows going out to expand this graph outward. But it doesn't stop there because you can also draw on this graph, which I believe is what takes this to the next level. So if I press that draw function and press horizontal lines, I can change the quality, but now I can draw in my personal support and resistance levels on a stock. Also, if I want to move them to be exactly at the bottom of the candles, I can line them up and they magnify that area for me. So super useful and effective. And at this point, with Webull providing this, I just can't see myself using TradingView or paying for that when I can have Webull mobily and on any desktop by signing in on the desktop application as well. So if you want to erase that, just simply tap on them and press the delete button. But it doesn't stop there. You can also add in Fibonacci retracement. So I drew a trend line from the lows all the way up to the highs. And now on this 1-year time frame, I can see the Fibonacci retracement levels that this stock could potentially reach. A lot of people like to use these levels versus using, hand-drawn support and resistance. It all comes down to you. But I'm just showing you what this application is providing at this moment. So not only can you look at the charts and analyze those, you can go through the tabs, the news tabs, the comments tab. The comments tab, you got tons of people leaving comments regarding that stock, so you can get other people's opinions, which is both good and bad in my opinion, because you don't know the level of these traders. You also don't know how well this information is that they are providing, but it is there. The analyze tab, they're saying hold on Tesla, distribution from cost of the stock that people have on it, press releases, financials such as earnings or EPS, earnings per share, ROI, ROA, debt to asset ratios as well. So it gives you tons of high quality information that I haven't seen from a free application, all the way to this profile setting showing you the CEOs, the executives working at that company. So now I'm going to go over Apple, and we're going to go over how you trade. So just kind of cycling through some of those same tabs that we saw on Tesla. But if you want to trade, you can see that big blue trade button at the bottom left hand corner on this profile of Apple. And also I wanted to show they do show dividend dates. Tesla doesn't provide dividends, but Apple does, as you saw before you, which is under the press release tab. So if we press that blue trade button, it will take us to this page. So there are a couple of different order types. I break this down more in other content, but I'll break it down here as well. So a limit order is the order you always want to get. So a limit order pretty much says this is the maximum I am willing to pay for one share of that stock. The next order is a market order. A market order will fill you at whatever price that stock is currently trading at. So the reason people like to use limit orders is because stocks can jump up really quickly and then fall back down. So if you press market and the stock jumps up $2 when you press buy and then drops down 2 seconds later, you got filled at a bad price, versus you saying, okay, this is the maximum I am willing to pay for that stock. With a limit order, that is what that will do. So stop orders are preventative orders, and I'll go over that. But the great thing here with Webull, which pretty much sets them directly with thinkorswim, is this order. If you simply press that take profit, take loss button, it will allow you to do an advanced order. So let's go over that. So if we go ahead and buy one share of Apple, which is currently trading at $247.05, we can click that take profit button and stop loss and type in, okay, when Apple hits $260, sell my shares. Also, at the same time, if it drops to $230, sell my shares. So this is helpful, especially if you are an individual who isn't able to be in front of their screen or have their phone out all times of the day. It will allow, if that stock moves up, for it to sell immediately. And I know as a beginner, sometimes you miss those exit opportunities, but if you have them preset in, it makes it extremely passive. Also, at the same time, if a stock is rapidly dropping, but you don't know, so now you're still stuck in the stock, that's bad. But if you set in a stop loss order, which says, okay, if it drops to this price, automatically sell it, you don't have to be in the stock as it's falling down rapidly. You already got out by using this take profit and stop loss order while placing your initial order. So after you have all of those numbers set in, you would simply press the buy button and it would fill that order, and you wouldn't have to watch it all day. So Webull doing an extremely good job at providing advanced orders. So after that, you can press the options tab, and here it gives you a straddle view showing both the call options and the put options. But if you want it to be single, you can just simply click on the one you don't want to show and it will invalidate it, making it a gray bar. But I usually have both of mine showing at the same time. It extends all the way out to July 17th of 2022. And so 2 years from now, with starting dates of next week. So right now I have the call options highlighted, and you would just simply click them and do the exact same order that you would do for a regular stock. As you can see, I don't have options available on my account, but as soon as this tutorial is over, I'm signing up. So next you have the more tab. If you click more, this is where you can add alerts and much more. So I'll press more and then press alerts. Now this is useful because platforms like TradingView actually make you pay for these advanced type of alerts. So as you can see, I can type in alert. So if this stock passes the 5-day moving average, the 10-day moving average, send me an alert. If it's below the 10-day, send me an alert. And that's extremely helpful. I can also turn on news, say it's rising sharply, gapping up, gapping down, hitting a 52-week high, hitting a 52-week low. It will send me an alert for all of that. I can also say, okay, send me an alert once, every single day, every week, every month, to customize these alert further. So just hand in hand with TradingView, and I can't see myself paying for TradingView when I can do it for free on the app that I can also trade on. So I can say if it's up this percentage, down this percentage, send me an alert. So if you do trade with Fibonacci or whatever it may be, you can set in those numbers exactly, support and resistance as well. So if we press more one more time and click on the notes button, for people who want a trading journal, which I highly recommend, you can write notes. You can press that more button one more time and press the compare. Now, when you're looking at a stock, you always want to compare it to the overall market direction. So I usually have 2 screens when I trade, but this allows you to have 2 stocks on top of each other at the same time. So we just saw the Dow, but you can also not only compare them, you can overlay them. So if I want to overlay it, you can see, okay, I don't have to have those 2 stocks stacked on top of each other, but I can actually just overlay them on one chart. And as you zoom in, you can actually tell how much Apple actually respects the Dow. And also if I put the SPY on top of that, it will show that as well. So one more thing, you can press more and play replay. So this is helpful because as you learn how to trade, you want to see how that stock traded that day, how you could have been a better trader by watching the tape. So this replay button allows you to watch, okay, this is when it went up, this is when it went down, and just for you to analyze some of your notes later in the day. So now if we transition back to the homepage and press more, we can go to paper trading. So I'm gonna switch to $100,000 because I think $1 million is a bit extreme. I know for the competition, I think what you have to do is $10,000. So we'll just do 100,000. Now, if I want to trade on here, I just press quick trade and then it takes me here. And one of the ways you are paper trading and not actually trading, that blue button at the bottom will say paper trading. So I always recommend as a beginner that you paper trade. If you can't make fake money, you probably can't make real money. So just build up your confidence. Start testing some of the information and knowledge that you are learning. If it be through books, if it be through YouTube videos and tutorials, start practicing those trades with paper money. And pretty much everything I said goes exactly with paper trading. You have limit orders. You have good to the end of the day, good until canceled, your limit prices, market. So always I say you want to do a limit and say this is the max I am willing to pay for one share of that stock. And then just enter in the quantity that you want to buy. And then down there, it gives you an estimate of how much that would actually cost. You have extended hours because the market isn't open after 3 p.m. Central Time. So extended hours is after that. And then it takes you to the order screen. Right here, if I click on it, I can actually modify or cancel this order, which I will cancel it because I don't think I should be buying Facebook right now. So we go back to this competitions page. If you want to compete in it, entries in March 31st, and you just sign up, follow all these rules, and I think they actually have a prize if you win. It also gives you some bragging rights, and also I think helps build your confidence. So I would highly recommend you doing something like this. And then also, if you go back to the More tab and click on refer a friend, right now they have a special. So if you want to make a little extra cash or get some free stocks, you refer one of your friends and you get 3 free stocks. Link down below of my referral code for you to get some free stocks as you start out. So under the More tab, they also have this Learning Center. So if you click on Learning Center, I think this is helpful for beginners as well. It goes over candlesticks, how they form, what they mean, the highs, the lows, and just gives you tons of free educational information, which a lot of platforms aren't, providing. So I think that is helpful. Telling you how to use their comparison tools, telling you how to use their alert tools. So Webull is taking that next step up to compete and be competitive with the likes of Thinkorswim. They're not trying to swim in the lake with Robinhood. They're trying to swim in the ocean with Thinkorswim and have that broader base. So I just think overall, Webull is a extremely advanced platform when it comes to the technology they are providing. They're not quite there yet, I don't think, because they don't have all of the indicators, but they are on a really good track. So if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe.